My name is Devin Johnson. My business is officially my business is Makeshift Accessories. Um, that is, the business is jewelry and accessories made out of fully reclaimed recycled materials. I enjoyed going through. I went through college, did 4 years of school in photojournalism was my major. When I got out of college, I went to go work for a real small business doing some photography. Ended up actually going and working. Ended up doing a lot more deliveries and kind of truck driving, if that makes sense. My business background is not from college. That's because I managed restaurants, and you would be trained as you're managing restaurants how to look at the numbers and how to make things work. So I gambled between do you go to, after you graduate 4 year school for art or photography like I did, photography for me, do you then go to like 2 more years for like a business major and spend another 40,000 or whatever it is, or do you go and get a job? And in all reality, I went to go work for a franchise, two different franchises. I went to work for Panera Bread and Ruby Tuesday. Um, I realized that really I just wanted to be able to control my own time and be in charge of what I was spending my time doing. And so that was kind of the motivation between an entrepreneur. I really decided that if I was self-employed by age 30, that would be I essentially would have met the goal for myself, to be no longer working for somebody else doing what they want me to do, but working for myself and doing what I wanted to do. I started with sculpture, and the company really didn't start until I started doing jewelry, but I would say that I started on this particular path of artwork with sculpture. At the time, I was managing a restaurant. I was probably like 28 maybe. And the restaurant we worked at had a salad bar. And that evening they said, oh, we just got new stuff for the salad bar. We're all going to nice new black plastic. So all the metal you can pull off and throw away. And so I pulled all the metal off the salad bar that night and was like looking at these big serving spoons and tongs and stuff. And I was kind of like, oh, it'd be cool to like build like a creature, like a sculptural guy out of all this stuff. And I got a lot of satisfaction from that. And just kind of using these, what was basically supposed to be discarded materials. And then I was on my largest sculpture that I was doing maybe a couple months later. And it was a tractor that I was working on. It was taking a while. I was probably like almost 2 weeks in. And the problem is I would visualize the piece and it'd be done in my head. But now I'm having to take 2 weeks to actually make it appear in reality, and I couldn't stand that. And so jewelry was a lot faster. And the first piece of jewelry I made was a leather bracelet, I think it was, out of some. I was using leather for one of the sculptures. And I had this old farm leather. And made a bracelet just kind of for myself for fun. But that was the first piece that kind of got me going on the jewelry direction. Time and money are the main two sacrifices. I would say perhaps I've sacrificed some elements of some personal relationships I've been in where, friends, for a long time when I first got going, this is all I wanted to do. And friends would say, hey, we're meeting up to go over and see so-and-so, or to do this, or we're going to go for a weekend trip. And I was like, no, I got something else more important I want to do. And also, I mean, the financial aspect. Typically when I get a chunk of money from a show or a sale or something like that, I typically invest it back into the business. But, not too many. As far as that goes. So, those are huge sacrifices, but those are the main two, is time and money. Most recently, success, the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Is starting to carry some of my work in their gift shop. I've done 2 art shows in Europe, gone out there. I did, both have been in London. It was very exciting to take money that was in a different currency than the U.S. currency. It kind of gave me the sense that, yes, your work is viewed as valuable other than just the United States. That was very satisfying. I'm going to say right now my main customer is probably women age 15 to like 80 that are somewhat educated and somewhat urban. If somebody says they want to start a business or they have an idea that they want to get going with, I would say great, but it can't just be something that you want to make money with. You have to have some type of greater goal or drive. The best thing I can say is if you want to run your own business, I'd recommend working in at least 3 very different jobs with 3 different bosses.